Can you introduce yourself, where we are and what business you run?
I'm Megan Kinnane. I am a new member in Deloraine for about a year and a bit now, and super excited to be launching Green Clean Meander Valley, which essentially is a business trying to pride itself on using non-toxic cleaning methods, so environmentally friendly and a good, thorough service for the community.
So it's a new business, and how long have you been cleaning yourself before?
Been cleaning on and off for a long time. I used to manage a camp in Brisbane and jump in with the cleaning team and the kitchen team and everything. So it goes back from cleaning cabins many years, which is always interesting. And then since moving to Deloraine, I managed to work with an amazing local business as well with an eco cabin and clean for her. And then it just became an enjoyable thing, and I thought, there's clearly a gap in the market here for a good local cleaner in the area, but particularly being environmentally friendly as well. So thought we'd take a leap.
Can you talk a bit about the products and the environmental side of it? Can you talk about the benefits and why people would use that?
Absolutely. I'll be completely honest, a big one for me and that does a great job is vinegar. So obviously it's a non-toxic, but it's so multi-purpose as well. Like you can actually do floors, walls, baths, sinks, etc. And adding bicarb soda as well for drains and stuff is a really good, rather than the more toxic alternatives like Drano and everything like that, which is very harsh, obviously. Long term, if people have pets and kids, etc. as well, like chemicals cleaning agents can actually leave residue and build up on surfaces as well. So again, it's just trying to leave like a non-toxic, healthier house for people, particularly if they do have children or pets, or even if they're elderly as well, just to obviously make sure that it's as healthy and happy a space as possible. Not only is it beneficial to us as people, but very beneficial to the environment as well, which is a plus. So.
What sort of customers do you think you'll be servicing?
It's honestly been a lovely mix so far. We only recently launched it and it's been quite busy. Like I've been here, there and everywhere and meeting couples, families of 5, single people. It's just been a mix of age and everything, but what it has come down to when I meet people, it's been quite nice because they like how personal I am in my approach, and when I talk to them I'm like, what do you want done? And I try as best I can to thoroughly get exactly what they're after, and the response has been really good. So it's the communication that I like to think I bring to the service as well, so people are really comfortable with me being in their personal space, like I'm in their house, their home, their sanctuary, and I like to think they're happy with me there. And I've honestly just met some lovely people as well. It's been really nice, but it's been a mix.
Do you think you will do commercial on businesses as well in the future?
I'd like to branch out in that as well, particularly if there's a need. I like to help, but it would be great again just to spread that more environmentally cleaning options. And it's already showing that it's quite busy, so there definitely was that gap. So now we might have to look at expanding sooner than we anticipated, so which is always a positive thing, but yeah.
Have you had some interesting moments so far?
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't. I've had a couple of interesting ones, but a big thing for me is no judgment cleaning. That's a big thing these days. Life gets away from us. I can tell you what, if we went into my house right now, the first thing I would say is, please excuse the mess. Because I've realised as I'm cleaning for lots of other people, I'm coming home and I'm not staying on top of my chores. Life can get busy and you don't always necessarily want to dust each day, vacuum each day, or whatever it may be, but no judgment cleaning. But I feel like it's, had a couple of interesting ones, and that make the before and the after just feel so much better as well. If it might sound a bit weird, but it's nice to actually go into the messier space and then making it sparkle, like it's extra satisfying.
What are some of the difficult things in your job? Interesting things. Obviously, what are some of the challenges that people don't think about? Because obviously, I imagine it's very hard work, physically hard work.
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
dealing with people's stuff. What are some of the things that are difficult that people don't think about?
I think a lot of people underestimate, but you hit the nail on the head, that cleaning is actually very physical, and a lot of people forget that, particularly if you're doing like a full house clean, or if you do have 5 kids or even 1 kid, or indoor pets. Like, it just, those little additions can make it get a bigger and bigger job, which requires a lot more physical labour and a lot more elbow grease. But yeah, so that can be tricky depending on the circumstance of where it's at and the task that I'm set. But again, I just try and do, no matter how big or small, just the best job I can and be as thorough as possible for people. But I am very honest. Like, if someone asks me to do something, and this is where I think it's a refreshing thing these days, I'm finding from people, they're having a very positive response at my honesty, because I don't think it's as common these days to be very upfront and honest. But I had a lovely lady that wants me to fold her washing. Absolutely, 100% I can fold her washing, but I straight away said, to be completely honest with you, if it's a fitted sheet, it will just always, no matter how hard I try, fitted sheets are my enemy, and it's just a ball. All the pillowcases and other sheets that do to covers folded very nicely. Fitted sheets, I just can't do them. So I was just honest with her, and she just laughed a lot. So did I. But yeah, fitted sheets. Mold is a big one for me as well. Lots of scrubbing. When I was little, when I was a kid, I'm one of 5 girls, and we used to have to chip in and do chores, as you'd hope, as kids. And one day I was cleaning the kitchen, and I said to Mum I couldn't find what she was wanting me to use, because she said, go clean the kitchen and make sure you use elbow grease. An hour later, I'd been searching apparently under the sink for elbow grease for an hour, and then I went to her and I said, I can't find the elbow grease. And I don't know why, but she loves to bring that up, particularly now when I sent, because they all live in Brisbane, when I sent what I was doing, she's just, make sure you use your elbow grease. But yeah, so for me, I guess the challenge is, yeah, just how physical it can be, and it really is dependent on the task that I'm given. But at the moment, it's been lovely. Like, it's been quite straightforward and very satisfying at times as well. Like some of the bigger jobs that, as I said before, once you go in and you're like, okay, it can be a bit overwhelming initially, but the moment you start chipping away at it, the end result was awesome. And then I just think how happy they'll be in that space too, and makes me happy. But yeah.
So are you covering the whole of the Meander Valley, or mainly focused on the Deloraine area?
A whole of Meander Valley, to be honest, but I've had a couple in Longford as well, so it's been branching out. I've had a couple of cleans there already, and I've got more there this week. So for me, I just originally thought Deloraine and Meander Valley, but then I thought, I'm happy to travel if someone is in need. Like, I'm happy to do it. So it's been really nice. Like, I went out to Dairy Plains this morning, and I'm in Longford tomorrow, Deloraine today, and here, there and everywhere really. But I really wanted it to be local, but I think there's a real need even outside of Meander Valley. So yeah, if someone needs help and I can do it, I'll be open to it. But yeah.
It almost sounds like you need to find more help soon.
Yes, it's actually something I've started to think about already, just from the response we have had, which has been magnificent. And it's crazy to think it's only been a couple of weeks, but I've had stuff on every day. But yeah, it's definitely something I'll have to seriously consider. Yeah.
What's your favourite part of the Meander Valley?
Oh, that's actually a tough question. The landscapes. I used to work in outdoor education, manage the camp and stuff, and there's something about, it doesn't matter if you're down by the river or even if you just pull over and the landscape's just beautiful. And that goes for even the architecture in the valley as well. Like, it's just a beautiful, beautiful area. But that is actually a tough question. I'm sorry, I can't pinpoint a single location or spot, but for me, definitely the landscape. It is stunning in this area. And that's why, honestly, the moment I moved, I think it was a couple of weeks, I'm like, yeah, I'm in Deloraine now, very happily.
How come you did move to Deloraine?
Honestly, I always wanted to live in Tasmania. I used to live in the UK, and when I moved back to Brisbane after living in the UK, it just didn't feel like home. It was home because of the people that were there. I've got all my amazing 13 nieces and nephews and my sisters and my mum and dad and grandmother and everything. And I miss them dearly every day. But Brisbane didn't feel like home anymore. And I was coming down to Tas to hike, obsessed. So I've done the Overland a few times, Three Capes, Maria, Freycinet, all of that. Like, I love it down here. And I found each time I was in Tasmania, I felt like I was home. So it took me a long time to finally make the jump, but when I did, I haven't looked back. Yeah, I'm super happy. I was in Ouse for a while, and which is out, and then Portela out near Oatlands. And then when I was looking at where to go next, in my head, it was Deloraine, because the Overland was the first multi-day hike I did in Tasmania, and I think I will always have a very soft spot for Cradle, so I wanted to be close, and Deloraine stuck out for me, like, yeah, and happy I moved here because it's a wonderful community. I love it.
Would you feel comfortable introducing your little friend behind you as well?
Oh, absolutely. If you'd like to meet her. Goes in part the parcel with the environmental well-being. There we go. There we are. If I take her out of the backpack, you get a better look.
So I guess the first question is, how did you meet Lily?
Lily was in need of a mum. So she got picked up by another lovely carer that works in the local area. But she unfortunately was unable to take care of Lily because she had to get some things with her health. So I put my hand up and said I'd definitely love to help, because I've had a couple of other little Joeys to take care of, and the experience is indescribably magic. It's just so wonderful, and it's such a rewarding process. They go everywhere with you, they do everything with you, and they are your babies. I think she's interested in the cord. She's starting to nibble things, so I might just keep an eye. But yeah, so Lily needed me just as much as I probably needed her. We're good company for each other, and she comes along to the cleans those that are happy to have her, and she just hangs on the back of a chair somewhere and listens to me vacuum around her. But yeah, the aim for this little one, all of them, is to just get them as happy and healthy and as capable of surviving when they're let back out into the wild. So yeah, so it's all about that rescue and rehabilitation.
Yes.
A few months old.
A few months old. And how old
she's doing
will she
really
be
well.
when she gets...
It's dependent more on her physical well-being, like an ability to thrive. They don't necessarily have a set age for forester kangaroos, but it's more of where she's at physically and mentally to again be able to thrive, because you wouldn't want to release anything that wasn't going to thrive back out in the environment. But yeah, so I'll have her for a while as long as she needs me, and but yeah, so she's very friendly.
If someone wanted to help care for local wildlife, who would they get in touch with, or how would they do that?
Honestly, it's something that we do need more of in Tasmania as well. It wouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Obviously, one of the largest causes is just roadkill alone, but it's wildlife carers. There's such a shortage for them, and knowing of the high count that we have, particularly here in Tas, I would encourage anyone to do it. It takes up a lot of time, it's a lot of work, but again, it's so rewarding. It really is a magical experience. If they got in touch with places like Bonorong or Truwana Wildlife Sanctuary, they can steer them in the right direction. There's courses you can do. I actually did it was a free course that Bonorong Zoo did, and it was magnificent, and I'd recommend anyone doing that. It was a free service that they run, all about caring for wildlife and what you can do. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it. It's not an easy process in the way that you have to feed them, especially when they're a lot younger. Like some need hourly, 3 hourly, 4 hourly. So it's all dependent in the process. They need love and attention because they're kids, and you then become their parent. But yeah, it really is a magical thing to do. Yeah, I'd highly recommend it to anyone. And there's definitely a need out there for more people to help in that space. So yeah.
While we're on that, how would people contact you for Green Clean Meander Valley?
Oh, that's lovely. I'll just quickly pop her back in if you
fine.
don't mind,
That's
and I'll
absolutely
answer that. 1 second. So sorry. She should actually be having a nap, but I think the smells in here will be amazing for her.
Yeah.
Okay, baby girl. Good girl. When she gets in the little ball. There we go. So sorry.
You're all right.
There we are. Go. Awesome. How to get in contact?
Yes.
Facebook, email, phone number. We've predominantly said send general inquiries through to our email, which is greencleanmeandervalley@gmail.com. But a lot of people have been reaching out on Facebook predominantly. And then when I have a bit of a chat back and forth and ask what they're after and if I can help them, I try and meet them and have a look, and then I go from there. But yeah, it's been lovely, the response we've had so far. Even a couple that have come to us and then they found a different alternative, it's still been nice. And I say, keep us in mind in the future and stuff like that. But Facebook or email is probably the best way. Yeah.